encounters a homeless man on the roadway, sitting under the scorching sun, took pity on him and decides to offer him shelter until perhaps when he could get back on his feet again. From the look of him, he discovered that the homeless man may have been a prosperous person who unfortunately fell on bad times, going by the heap of personal belongings of value packed by his side. This includes furniture, home appliances, and the rest. He inquired of the man and discovered that he had made some bad investments against good judgment and advice from family and friends and lost everything. The kind man, however, invited the homeless man to share his modest one-room apartment. It all began subtly. The homeless man started hinting at his properties and how expensive they were, and how the sun and rain can damage them if it continued to be left outside, and how it can even be stolen by thieves. The man thought about this carefully and asked the homeless man to bring in his bed, which took a large portion of the small room. After a while, the homeless man began to complain that his furniture and electronics appliances are some of the most expensive when he bought them, and he cannot afford to let thieves come and steal them away. The kind man thought about this again and allowed the homeless man bring them in too. And so he continued to make room in his small room for the homeless man until there was very little left. By now, he had to make do with his small space at the corner of the room where he packed his meager belongings. One day, the homeless man suggested that the man's old belongings looked out of place in the room and asked if he would mind moving them out. Surprisingly, the kind man agreed, and that was how he became a stranger in his own home. End of story. In life, if you allow it, people will use you, and they won't stop until you are thoroughly spent and then dumped like used tissue. It's okay to be good, but don't play the fool. Even the Bible warns, be gentle as a dove and sharp as a serpent. Hard as it may seem sometimes to say no, it just might be the right thing to say most times to save yourself a lot of pain and heartache. Go on and be good, but don't drown under your good deeds. Let it be within the limits of common sense. Give a man a yard, and he is coming for the whole nine. Please subscribe.